Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to take a look at 4 or 5 brawlers which I think are secretly broken within the game right now. A lot of these are being tested a lot by the pros, and people are so underestimate them in Power League and on ladders. So, of course, before we jump into it, make sure you're using the create code. That'd be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright, guys, so jumping into the first brawler, which you're going to be very surprised about. And I know literally yesterday I put this brawler in my bottom 10, but it is Jackie's. So I won't really say overnight, but it's a brawler that's been actually underappreciated a lot. But Jackie is being played a lot right now in scrims. Literally, as I was just about to record this video, a lot of people playing Jackie on Canal Grande. Of course, Jackie's always been pretty good there, but the main reason being is because of the hypercharge. Finally, pros can play with hypercharges, so we actually get to see properly how strong these new hypercharges are, or just hypercharges are in general. And trust me, they're very strong. And also, Jackie's very good on this map in particular. Of course, you can't just pick Jackie early on in the draft stage, but she's a really strong brawler on this map because there's a lot of walls. As I said, on Bounty, dry season, I've seen her being played a lot. Not even as the last pick. I've seen her picked pretty much all of the time. Of course, Canal Grande, as I already mentioned. Gem grab, any gem grab map except for last stop, of course. The more open the map, you're just never going to be able to get value out of Jackie. Of course, that's just asking for way too much. But yeah, I think the hypercharge does make a big difference with her. And of course, the 4 gadgets as well. We should be able to get Piper close there, but it doesn't even matter because we've got our hypercharge in a second. Brawl, of course, pretty much every Brawl map you're going to get value out of Jackie, and I think it's all about just getting the right timing with your hypercharge. You could literally be getting destroyed the entire game, and then one good hypercharge can literally flip the game. That's how it kind of feels when I'm watching scrims and competitive at the moment. So again, even of course you're a Jackie, you're not going to just completely team wipe all the time, but one well-timed hypercharge should be able to make the difference. So we're just going to be annoying here, of course, as tank. I want to kind of wait till we get our super. Spike is wasting a lot of ammo here, and looks like Piper is overextending. I tried to press my hypercharge button there, but I missed. Or if we can heal up, pop our hypercharge, go for the super right here. We should be able to get a double kill, and that should be enough. I mean, my teammates should be able to get the gems here. Nice, really well played from them. And we should be able to just run away with the gems. Like, seriously, Jackie. If I was to do the bottom 10 brawler video again, I'll probably put Jackie somewhere in the middle. Honestly, she could start to be higher. Literally, a day's difference has made a lot in terms of my opinion. And I think Jackie is super underrated with the right player and being patient. She can be very strong. Of course, you can't really use her on like knockout and heist, for example. But everywhere else, she's such a strong asset. So make sure, of course, you're using that hypercharge in the right time. You've seen in the perfect moment there. I was able to change the game. So that's going to be the first one, which I think could be secretly broken. Honestly, let's jump into the next one. Alright, guys, so jumping into the next brawler, which I think is secretly broken, and I'm not taking the mick here whatsoever. It is Pam. So Pam is an insanely strong brawler. So the build you want to be using is the Vision Gear and the Mythic Gear. Go with the brand new, I think it's Mama's Hook star power. That's going to be pretty good. And then it's with the gadget, of course, Scrap Suckers. So the main reason why Pam is so good is particularly in Gem Grab. Of course, it's because of this additional healing buff. So you can just put your turret in a safe spot. 1100 healing per second is bonkers. It's completely broken. A lot of pros, like Bobby yesterday on stream, was even calling for it to be nerfed already because of how strong it is. It's just a matter of fact of people finally catching up and seeing how strong this brawler is. So yeah, Pam, it's basically unkillable. There's a lot of matchups where you simply cannot kill Pam in a 1v1 because of this turret. So it's going to try and lurk in our turret right here. And even if the Ash kills us, I mean, it does damage to us. We're just going to heal up pretty easily. Removed a bit of ammo. I'm whiffing a lot of shots right here. But it doesn't matter because I can just stay in this turret and I'm literally at max HP all of the time. Just look at this. Ash is hitting me and I'm still at 8k HP. This is just ridiculous. I'm not really collecting the gems though. I mean, I'm saying this is ridiculous and I've not even been able to kill the Ash yet. But we're about to get another super. We could put it in a little bit of a better spot. Hypercharge from Pell going down. And our Mortis should be able to come back with the gems here. Nice. I mean, this Pam turret's going to do wonders for me. I'm going to remove the ammo from the Ash as well. And look at all this damage I'm receiving. And I'm still getting topped up pretty easily. And I could just go straight back to full HP. It's like an infinite health Pam build. Like, honestly, she's so ridiculously strong right now. It doesn't even matter if the Stu's shooting me. He's tickling me. I could just ignore him because he's not going to be able to deal enough damage to really do anything. So again, another Pam turret in a better position this time. And again, it just seems like Stu just can't do anything. He is just tickling me in this Pam turret. it's beautiful. Pam hasn't been meta for a long time, so it's nice to just a little bit of viability to Pam in the meta. Of course, she's good in other game modes as well. She's probably the best gem carrier at the moment. She can be pretty good in heist, underrated, like really good in bounty at the moment, and knockout as well. I think she's strong everywhere right now. Honestly, I'm looking at all the game modes. Of course, Hot Zone, her best game mode. She's so strong. I didn't even get a kill, but look at that healing. It's just insane. So that's going to be one brawler that honestly is very strong with this new healing buff. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, so jumping into the next brawler, which I think is secretly broken within the meta, it is Brawl. So Brawl, might be wondering straight away, just like Jackie, well, he's received no buff. So how has he just became so strong in the meta? I think people just started to realize how strong these hypercharges are. So, of course, the best thing is about, well, the best thing about these hypercharges with tanks, of course, they have the tank trait, which you're able to cycle your hypercharge a lot sooner, and then you can just make multiple plays with the hypercharge. Like most brawlers only get the hypercharge maybe once in a game, but Brawl, Jackie, all these other tanks can get it 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a game. Like I've already nearly got my hypercharge. If I'm playing a brawler like Jessie, I'm never getting my hypercharge. So of course, that is a feature which is going to make Brawl very strong. So literally one shot away from our super here. We've got to use it straight on our Sandy, get a kill, and we should still be able to survive. And look at this speed boost. We're just able to just run into these guys and cause so much pressure. It is ridiculous. So again, I'm just going to run straight into the Sandy, get another kill, and we're already halfway to our next hypercharge. So these guys are panicking. I'm literally all in their spawn. And again, I should just be able to destroy these guys even without my hypercharge. Like, just look at this. I can pop hypercharge again, and I'm just going to dash out. Like, what is this? Bullet, honestly, is so strong. I just can't put it into words how badly I've underrated this brawler. I mean, maybe in a week's time I'll be saying how overrated he is again, but I just feel like I've slept on him for so long. In Gem Grab, Brawl Heist, he's so broken, it's unbelievable. So that's going to be the next brawler, which is very strong. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, jumping into the next brawler, which I think is very strong in this brawler and one of the best brawlers in the game right now. It has to be Sandy. So Sandy is insane. I'm seeing Sandy pretty much everywhere, especially in Gem Grab. You're seeing Sandy pretty much all of the time. Seeing Sandy, of course, in Brawl, and you're just seeing Sandy even in game modes, which you probably wouldn't anyway. So Sandy hasn't received any buffs, but I just think overall the meta is just really suiting him. And he's able just to make plays so easily. Of course, Brawl, he's able to make so many good plays with his Sweet Dreams gadget. And overall, he's just such a fantastic option. And with actually the help of Hypercharge, I think it actually makes Sandy better because he's able to get his super for free a lot more. He's able to cycle, he's able to pair up with his teammates a lot more. Of course, the best thing about Sandy has always been his super. So the more easy he can get his super, the bigger the impact and the more dominant he's going to be. So he's going to pop super right here. Should be able to sneak into these guys' path. Literally 8-bit right here. We'll be able to get the kill onto him. And then straight onto the Ash to try and get our next super. Literally any tank is just a free walking super machine. And we've got another super here. I'm just going to throw it over to my Grey just so he can try and get out. I'm not too sure why he's going so aggro. Has he just teleported in? I think he's just teleported in. Okay, well, yeah. What do we even do about that? Like, what have I actually just witnessed on my screen, guys? What have I actually witnessed? Like, we were dominating them, and then he just teleports into them. Like, is he just throwing or what? I think this guy's just bad. Anyway, Sandy, I think, is a super strong brawler. One of the best for sure right now. Let's hop into the final one. Alright, guys, so jumping into the next brawler, which is, I don't even know if it's a secret, but it is very strong right now. Definitely towards the 8-tier. It is 8-bit. So 8-bit, kind of out of nowhere, has just been dominating the meta ever since Last Chance qualifiers like a month and a half ago. Even without hypercharges, he was so strong. And I just think, of course, with a bunch of the aggression in the meta right now, it's just helped him out even more. So the main reason why he's so strong is because of this star power right here. Boosted Booster just does insane amounts of damage, and it has such a large radius to it. He can just absolutely shred anyone in his path, and it doesn't even matter if his Doug is in my face. I know he doesn't do the most damage. I could just run into him and completely shred him. So, of course, I'm trying to play against Piper, because Piper is by far the biggest counter to 8-bit on this map, but literally anyone else I'm able to shred pretty much all the time. Of course, as well, one thing that's actually helped him is the rise of Pam. 8-bit's a fantastic counter to Pam. And he's able just to shred her pretty easily. Okay, this Mortis has got all the gems. I'm like wondering, like, where are the gems being held? And this guy is going back and forth as if he's Ken. If you guys have watched Ken play Mortis, this guy is playing like Ken. He's dashing in and out, trying to get the gems. I mean, I love Ken. I'm sorry for that shade. But you get what I mean. What is bro doing? I've never seen a Mortis gem carrier in about 8 years. Anyhow, 8-bit is super strong right now. The reason why he's on this list as potentially broken is because he's being used in weird scenarios. He's been used on, like, out in the open in Knockout, for example, when he's actually very strong there. He's being used in Brawl all the time. He's being used in Bounty. He's just so super strong. Booster has made him so incredibly strong. He actually received a small HP buff as well not too long ago, which of course has helped him out a little bit. And look at that, like 10k HP on a mid brawler is just absolutely insane. So of course 8-bit still is one of the least used brawlers in the game though, so a little bit surprised because he's actually in a very strong state. Let's see here if we're able to get the Mortis down though. Maybe if I can TP in time. This is just so annoying. Like, how on earth has this guy just got out with all of the gems? It doesn't even matter because 8-bit to me is one of the strongest brawlers in the game. You should definitely try him out. Hot Zone, he's pretty strong. In Heist, of course, very good. Gem Grab, very good. Brawl as a mid, very good. There's literally nowhere really. You know, Shooting Star, he's usable as well. In Bounty, maybe I'd say the maps with a ton of walls. That's probably the only way you can't really use an 8-bit. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below who you think is secretly broken. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.